Well, good morning, friends, on day 58. Oh my goodness, so many days, and I have not made it very far, but that's okay. Everybody's hike is different and things have been happening. So last you heard I was off with my aunt. She had her surgery, had her pacemaker placed. Everything's doing well right now. My uncle's appointment went okay. Didn't get the best news, but has some options, so we'll know more later after that. But I have got brought back out here to where my sister picked me up last week at Jones Meadow, and I'm going to be hiking northbound. I should pass the 300-mile mark here in just a little while, so I will catch you guys down the trail here in a little bit. All right, see you soon. Well, here we are, guys. Beautiful view where I left off last week, and we're gonna head back to the AT. Just a little bit of a side trail here. It's not very far, and we will be heading northbound again. I want to thank Annette and Scott so much for bringing me back to trail. I know Annette brought me back, but Scott and her are one since they are married, but I really appreciate it so very much. It means the world to me that you drove me all the way back out here, so Jeremy didn't have to take time off work to bring me to trail. Okay, we have completed the side trail. Now we are officially back on the Appalachian Trail. So we got to say good morning, AT. Good morning, AT. Ugh, there we go. All right, we're going to carry on. Okay, so another area here I wanted to show you guys. As you're getting ready to come up to hike up to Fire Scald Knob, the AT, the White Blaze Trail, actually goes on the exposed ridgeline trail. So in bad weather, thunderstorms, lots of raining, they have a bad weather trail, which is the Blue Blaze over here, that you can take. So let me see if I can show you this with the camera here. I don't know if you can see it or not. But anyway, we are going to go the exposed ridgeline trail because there's no bad weather today. And the views should be very beautiful. And it should be fun. So we are going to do that. And I know it's going to be rocky. So I will be sure to turn the camera on with anything fun or exciting. Look at that rock. All right, friends, I think we're finally getting out here to the exposed ridgeline. I gotta start watching out for rattlesnakes, because there was mention of them in the comments. But look out here at this view, if you can see it. Wow. Let's see here. Some of the rhododendrons over here. They're so pretty. Right there. Okay. I don't know if I made the leaves move, but I heard the leaves move. Lord, protection and provision. No snakes, no snakes. Oh, wow, guys. Look at So beautiful. All right, let's keep going. Oh, pretty roadies. Oh, gorgeousness. Beautiful. Okay, up here is actually what's called Howard's Rock. Let's see if I can get up here. All right. There we go, guys. See that view? Wow. Howard McDonald, Master Trail Builder. That's what this is named after. All right, let me turn around. Up here, seen that view already, just a little higher up. Okay, friends, I gotta get down here. I think I'm gonna put those over there so I don't lose them. Well, crummers. Okay. Okay, I did it. It was only a few steps, but it's really hard to do with a pack on. And it doesn't look that bad when you're standing on this side of it, but when you're standing up there with a full pack on, it's a little different. Look at those beautiful rhododendrons. So glad to see them blooming. They're so beautiful when they bloom. Okay, friends, guess what? I have hiked 300 miles. Look at there. I'm so excited. 300 miles, guys, look. 300, it's probably backwards to you guys. I don't know, but anyway, I've hiked 300 miles. I'm so excited. It's beautiful. Somebody put like an AT symbol down there in the second zero. Yeah, zero. Hold on a second. 300. Yay! Oh, guys, this is like a beautiful section of trail. Cruisy, cruisy. Wow, guys, look at that tree. Wow. Looks like a very, very old tree. Okay, guys, I just got here to Jerry's Cabin Shelter. I'm gonna have lunch and maybe get some water if I need it, and then we'll head on. Just thought I would show the shelter. The floor looks a little bowed there. There is a fireplace in there, and there's a picnic table out here. So I'm gonna eat and then we'll push on. Okay, friends, lunch is over. I ate lunch, I stretched, and we are leaving Jerry's Cabin Shelter. Right now, we've got 6.7 more miles to camp tonight. Plan on going to Flint Mountain Shelter. As long as everything there seems fine and kosher and no issues, that's where I plan on staying. But anything can happen, so we are just gonna ride it out until we get there. All right, guys, I feel like I'm coming to the top of something. I don't think it's Big Butt Mountain yet. I know that sounds funny, but that's the mountain I was supposed to be coming to the top of. I don't know. Maybe not yet, but this is definitely a feeding ground for bears when these blackberries are in. Whew. All right, guys, I have finally found it. I have seen this in so many videos, and now I'm here. That's awesome. That is so neat. Wow. So big. So, I wanted to let you guys know back there where I was like, is this already the top of Big Butt? No, it wasn't. I mean, it's not a horrible climb at all, but I'm not to the top of it yet, so I wanted to clarify just in case anybody watches this and thinks that's it. It's not. Now, I've already crossed this dirt road once. Oh, guys, I come around the corner and there's a deer standing in the trail. Skirt me to death. Oh, it's okay. It wasn't a bear. Oh. Oh. It took off, but it looked at me like, what are you doing? How could you? I don't think we're going to take the Big Butt bypass. So I reckon we're going to go this way. Okay. This is what we're working with, folks. Now this, I don't think I knew anything about. So, this appears very fun. Oh. And I hear a turkey in the distance. Goblin! I'm assuming I'm going the right way. I see all these trekking pole marks on the rocks, so it's gotta be right. Oh boy. Oh. Oh, okay. Yep, I see a blaze up there on the tree. Okay. Alright, here we go. I should have came over here. Okay. That turkey. Well, I'm turning the camera on because we might, I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see it, but there's a little tiny view out yonder. I wonder if this is the same dirt road I've crossed. If so, this is the third time. So I do believe I've come off a big butt now. And if that's the case, then that means the majority of the rest of my day is downhill. Yep, I am working my way down off a big butt. So these two little chipmunks are running down the side of this mountain at each other. I stopped because he dead stopped right at the trail line here. As I move, he may run across, I don't know. He's right there hiding in the bushes. I see him. It's okay, baby. I'm not gonna hurt you. They must have been playing chase. Alright guys, we have made it to the spot of the Shelton graves. Let's go up there and I will tell you a little bit about it when we get up there. It says a short spur trail. I don't know their definition of short, so we shall see. There's some campsites up here, but here's the graves over here. Millard Hare, I believe he was the uncle of David Shelton over here, and something Shelton I can't see, but I took some pictures of the information about it before I got on trail today. So the Shelton killings are referenced in multiple and other trail guides and resources, but the most detailed account is Maynard Scott Shelton's book, A Family Civil War Struggle, Stories of My Ancestors of Shelton, Laurel, North Carolina. Maynard Shelton relates that David and William were both Union soldiers from the mountain community of Shelton, Laurel in Madison County, North Carolina. Both men enlisted in the 2nd North Carolina Mounted Infantry in September of 1863, but deserted from their unit and returned home within a few months. Early in the morning on July 19, 1864, a force of Confederates from the 64th North Carolina Infantry ambushed the Sheltons, which doesn't make sense because this is saying they died in 1863. But anyway, Millard Hare, a 13-year-old Shelton relative, was killed in the first rebel volley while he stood outside the cabin. Maynard Shelton further describes the incident. Okay, so Millard was the 13-year-old. Sorry, not the uncle. It says the sleeping men in the shack woke up suddenly, ran out to see what the shooting was all about, and were met by a deadly hail of gunfire. David Shelton Jr. and William Shelton were killed, and several of the where's it at? Sorry, I lost. And several of the soldiers were wounded, including Ephraim Hensley, two older civilians, Isaac Shelton Sr., William Shelton's father and David Jr.'s older brother, and Hampton Burgess Sr. tried to escape by running away, but the ensuing rebels caught up with them about a fourth of a mile out the trail, now the Appalachian Trail, and shot them dead. 3 of the men escaped unharmed, and Ephraim Hensley hid in a laurel thicket, motionless, and watched the whole ordeal. He was shot in the lower back, but survived the wound and lived until 1916. The source of this story mainly comes from his eyewitness account. So, anyway, this is the information that I looked up about the Shelton graves. And it's a short side trail off of the AT, so here we go. I thought about taking my pack off here for a minute and taking a rest because my feet are starting to hurt. So I might just do that since there's a log I can sit on. On our premiere episode of Strange Things That You See in the Woods, looks like we have something. I don't even know. I can't even read this. Radius 20. It looks a little bigger than that to me. But anyway, here's a tire that's kind of buried. Weirdo. Hey friends, so I have about a mile and a half until camp. Look at this big blowdown. So this is the side of it. Let me see if I can show you the back. There is the root ball. And I'll show you the tree as we walk past it. It goes all the way. Thankfully, it doesn't cover the trail. But anyway, we're about a mile and a half from camp. Today has been decent so far. Just, your average, I've been off trail for several days and getting back on. Feet are a little tender. Actually, I'm using an older pair of my Darn Tough socks because my new pair got a hole in them. And I had tons of Darn Tough socks, but I just grabbed my handy dandy pair that I've had since 2018. But I think they're thinner. So I have another pair with me in my camp clothes. So I'll wear those tomorrow to hike in and see if they feel a little better. But anyway, just wanted to pop on here and let you guys know it's been a good day. I've seen a deer today, some chipmunks today, birds. That's about it for creatures. I've walked through a couple of spider webs, but nothing else really to talk about. I've seen one person today, and he was going southbound. So I don't know what that means for me at the shelter, but we'll see when we get there. So I will talk to you guys soon. So I am making kind of like a shepherd's pie. I've got mashed potatoes, hamburger meat, corn. I have some gravy I'm about to try to put in here. But I also have cheese I'm going to stick on top. It's going to be so good. Look. Whoops. I don't want to spill it, but anyway, it's good. Homemade almost completely. Because the hamburger and the corn I had freeze dried. The potatoes obviously are the instant mashed potatoes, as well as the brown gravy, just gravy mix that you can add to water. So, but it's actually tasty, so I'm really happy with this supper tonight. Oh, and also, remember how earlier I said I've not seen anybody? Well, I still hadn't, but I was sitting here getting my dinner ready, and up walks this hiker. And I looked at him, I was thinking to myself, he looks so familiar. And we said hello to each other, and I said, why do you look so familiar? And he's like, because we've met before, U-turn. And I was like, okay, he remembers my name, so I'm an idiot. Anyway, I met him somewhere around Molly's Ridge Shelter, and then at Derrick Knob Shelter when I was in the Smokies, and his trail name is Bird. He's actually down at the water source right now getting water, and then he's going to cook and eat supper as well. So I'm not alone. Actually, there is a guy behind the shelter in a tent, but it's a big tent. So I don't know that he is a thru hiker or anything. So I'm just sorry. I'm looking up at the trees. They're making all kinds of racket. All right, I'm going to eat, and I will touch base before I go to bed. Well, friends, I forgot to do a closeout last night because I was busy talking to friends here at the shelter. So I will go ahead and do my closeout. So today's hike was like 10 something miles. It'll be at the end of the video. And I hiked. I got back on at Jones Meadow, and I hiked to Flint Mountain Shelter, I believe is where we're at. Yeah, Flint Mountain Shelter. And today the plan is to do at least over 11 miles, maybe 13. We'll see. Anyway, we're not on today. We're still on yesterday. Anyway, so my closeout, my gratitude for the day is super grateful for Miss Annette bringing me back to trail. It was such a nice, lovely ride and chat with you back out to trail. I'm glad you made it home safely. Thank you so much. Super grateful for you and Scott. And just grateful that my body did what it was supposed to do, getting back on trail. The struggle yesterday was probably about after mile 9, because a lot of the trail yesterday was doing a lot of down. There were some ups, but some of the downs, I think after mile 9, my knees were like, I don't want to do this anymore. But I made it to camp safely, did everything I needed to do, put on my knee compression sleeves, and everything feels good. So anyway, you guys have a wonderful day. I'll talk to you later. Bye.
I praise in the valley, I praise on the mountain, I praise when I'm sure, I praise when I'm doubting, I praise when outnumbered, I praise when surrounded. 'Cause praise is the water my enemies drowning. As long as I'm breathing, I've got a reason to praise the Lord, oh my soul.